بسم الله الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته brothers Musallin sisters Musalliyat Alhamdulillah today in order to respond to the policy of the rector for our university to be using languages of ASEAN and English is one of the language which is considered as official language of ASEAN. So inshallah we are trying to introduce our nasiha in English besides การ nasiha ในภาษาไทย nasiha เป็นภาษาอาหรับียะแล้วก็ nasiha dengan bahasa Melayu. So alhamdulillah we will start today and inshallah once a week or 2 or 3 times a month which will be delivered by deans of universities or vice rectors or even lecturers or even foreign lecturers who come from India, from overseas, from Sudan and Egypt and so on. Alhamdulillah, I will try to use limited time for all of us to be proud of ourselves. As workers of universities, as staff of universities, we should be proud of ourselves. We should be thinking that there are so many people who can be working here, but why not they are coming here? There are many reasons too, but why Allah chooses us, our professors coming from different countries, they can go any part of the world, but they choose to come here. Our students can go to many universities in the world too, but why we are ordered to choose here, to study here? All these are taqdeer Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all of us to be witnessing the developments of Muslim Ummah in this part of the world. To be able to witness how Islam will spread over the world through the mechanism of this university. Then, based on that, I said again that we should be proud of ourselves to be chosen, to be staff, to be academic staff, to be supporting staff, or even to be students. Not only students who are studying by using English language, need to know English language, needs to be understood by using English language, need to be able to speak English in the class and outside the class. But everyone at all, studying from the rector himself, needs to be able to speak English, to converse in English, to say about Islam in English. I'm proud of one of our students who comes here to study in English department. When we interview him why you choose this university to be your platform of education, he says that he wants to be die in Europe using English language. He wants to speak about Islam in Europe. He wants to talk about Islam in America. That's why when we look at the numbers of Muslim population increasing in the different part of the world, we can see that most of du'at who are going from Arab countries, who are going from subcontinents, including India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, who try to enter European world, who try to enter American world in order to spread Islam there. So I believe that our university now, we have at least 2 departments, Department of English Language and Department of Information Technology, which we are, using English language 100% in teaching, studying from the first year until your final year, 4th year or 5th year. So we believe that our graduates, which for English department, inshallah on 29 will be first batch of English language. 40 plus of them will be granted their BA of English, Bachelor of English language. I believe that they will be part of the Muslim Ummah to carry the mission of Islam to the world, I believe. And we urge that our Muslim brothers from overseas to send their kids to come here to study in some programs, especially Cambodia and also some places like in Indo-Chinese countries, to send here to study programs which are using English language in order for them to go back and work not only in Islamic school but also in government offices. This is the way that we know that in the future, when ASEAN comes, ASEAN community in 2015 comes, means that the fences of every country will go down, the border will be lowering down, and we can just cross to any part of the world, especially ASEAN. Inshallah, in the future, we may not have to use our passport anymore. Our ID card is enough, like our license now, our driving license now. We can just go to any country in ASEAN countries and drive. So in the future, we may not need any kind of passport in these 10 countries. So it means that when the time comes, our dawah works, our dawah mission can just go like that too. It means that today we want to pray in Shah Alam. We can just fly to Shah Alam and pray in Shah Alam and talk about Islam in Shah Alam. Next day we want to go to Jakarta. We can just go to Jakarta. We can talk about Islam in Jakarta. And what we want for is that now Muslim communities in Cambodia, Muslim communities in Vietnam, Muslim communities in Laos and also in Burma, in Myanmar, are in need of our mission, inshallah, in the future. So I believe that within these 2-3 days, especially on 28th, there will be a meeting of the University Council, which there will be more or less about 500 students granted their approval for graduations, which means that on the next day, on 29, there will be convocation day, and the most important day, that the 30th day, that we are going to move to next campus in Fatani. So our next campus in Fatani will be officially put the foundation stone on 30th of this month, which will be a very historical day that finally will bring university back to Fatani. In the past, Fatani used to have a lot of pondok, a lot of Islamic traditional schools. Now, inshallah, even though we are already in Fatani province, but we are not yet in the center of Fatani. So we want to revive back the image of Fatani as the cradle of Islam, as the corridor of Makkah, back to this area of the South Asia. So with this, I would like to remind myself and also my friends, my staff, as well as students, and also those who come for praying here from outside, to get prepared for some developments and some changes which will happen in the world in the future. We have to be ready, and Muslim Ummah has to be somebody who carries the concept of Rahmatul Alameen. We are the people who has to bring goodness for everyone, not for Muslims. We have to bring goodness of Islam to humanities. So with that, I end my speech today with let us be one of the part of people who try to build Islam. If there are those who are destroying Islam, let not to be ourselves to destroy Islam. But if there are those who want to build Islam, let us be one of the people who want to build Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.